we're back, and as you can see, there's been a lot of purchases and a lot of trades in the last 1 week. So I know that the last episode I made was about 9 days ago. So in those 9 days, I've made a lot of trades. So to put in perspective, I've sold a lot of cards and I've got about just over 500,000 DEC now. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet, but I've just been trading like crazy. I'm going to show you two different accounts. Both are owned by me. So the first one is SL Guides. So this is the account that I've just hold my extra cards in. The farm is where I hold cards that I prefer to keep because I find them a bit undervalued right now. So they're just going to be stored in the farm and they get rented out. So just to give you an idea of what's inside, what you guys can get an idea of what cards I hold. So I'm just going to grid it. So all of my gold foil beta cards are in here. Cerberus is held in here. Some Pirate Captain. So these are all some really old beta cards. My Alric level 2 is in here. A Creeping Ooze, some Chickens, Sea Monster, some gold foils. All of the untamed epics, basically. So it's all my untamed gold foil cards, just in case I do decide to build a gold foil deck. Then I will have no regrets not selling them. But also all of the untamed epics. So Light Elementals, Thunderbirds, Metallica Headhunters, Warchangs, you name it. My Tortoise Chiefs, Camille Sunglazers, I think they're super underrated for 64 US dollars a piece. I was buying them at $100 a piece, so I still think these can appreciate a lot. Some of the older reward cards, so like Azalaran, my Flame Monkey that's level 5, so it's got the repair, that's a very good card. I only have 1 or 2 gold Flame Monkeys. Pyromancers, I think these are still great cards. Shadow Presence, Tohilio the Frozen. I've got a Chances the Great, but if you guys have been in the trades, you know that I'm trying to sell him. So the reason I'm trying to sell him is that when you try and rent out some of these legendary summoners, you don't actually get a high enough return. Your DEC is better spent on other cards. I've still got some the Alligator Boy. I've still got a few of them, only 5 or 8. Need to buy some more. It's 7.5 a piece. Onyx Sentinels, once again, these cards are basically going to be the new Lord A's. Sandworms, like I've got a lot of Sandworms. Well, not enough. Ideally, I would have a couple thousand, but maybe I'll try and push this into the hundreds, but at 1.4 US dollars a piece, it's a bit expensive. Ghost Captains, Kelp Initiate, like you guys can kind of get the idea. A lot of the cards that I've been telling you guys to buy, I'm not selling right now, because I do believe that they're at a good price, and then just all my gold foils. My Almo Combiner, Goblin Fire Mages, level 1s, Lobsters, Gorgodons, Hero of the Beyond, and then all of the new reward cards, because they're still in print, this will be the cheapest they'll ever be. So all my lava launchers, I made a level 100 Pelacor Mercenary so that he's got heal. So what you guys should know is that when you level up your cards, you can rent them for a lot more than a level 1, but at the same time you'd sell it at a lower price because it's combined. But I do believe certain cards you need to get to a certain level. So like Mercenary, you want it to be level 6 so it has the heal. I don't even mind doing the Djinn because then he gets an extra damage. Pelacor Bandits, just get it so that it does an extra damage, which is level 4. So I level them up to the levels that I think they need to be. You don't need to level up your Djinn Oceanus to level 2. Like, it's good, but it's not necessary. Hawkor, I do like to get level 2 because then it gets the immunity. Jin Choala, you need to be level 2 because then you get the extra damage. The Snake, you need it to be level 2 because then you get the extra damage. But these are just the cards that I'm holding and then I rent out. But now onto the important thing, which is what have I been buying? So I think we'll start with sales and then we'll go back to about 7 or 8 days ago. So let's do 8 days because let's see. Yeah, this was last week. Okay, cool. So starting 8 days ago, these cards are worth a lot, and it's quite ridiculous. So some people are buying Unicorn Mustangs at nearly $8 a piece, or 7.5. So I sold a few of them just because I'd rather have 2000 DEC, or in this case 4000 DEC, and yeah, I'd rather have 4000 DEC than 2 unicorns. It just helps get better SPS airdrops, and I already have like a level 3 or level 4 one, so no need to have the extra ones. I sold a Goblin Mech just because I have a whole bunch, so 1.2 US dollars a piece seemed like a good price. Same thing, I'm just selling some extra, all my extra cards. So in this case, we have the Serpent of the Eid, selling at $3 to $4 a piece. So just getting in some of that. I don't think I sold the Ooze. I think I was the one that sold the... Nope, I sold the Ooze. She sold the Wood Nymph. Just an extra Ooze, sold it. I was thinking of using this on my second account to build another deck, but I decided rather just stick with one deck for now. I sold an extra Pyrie at just under $6. Another Serpent. I sold my level 7 Goblin, Stealth Goblin. My level 4 Triceratops. Did I buy that? Oh no, I bought it. Okay, so did I? No, okay, so this guy bought my thing. I bought a level 4 Triceratops, and what I did is I upgraded it to a level 5, and then I sent it to the Conner Man. I can guarantee you that's what I would have done. That way I can have a level 5 Triceratops in my deck. I sold an extra unicorn. I sold the Albatross. I sold an extra unicorn. So I'm just, at this point, ooh, okay, so I bought some more. So what I did here is these were really well priced. They were $3.50. Let's see if this was only like a week ago. So let's see how, yeah, that was a good call. It's already at $4 now. So I saw them on sale, basically, or what I call a sale. Bought 5 of them. Probably would have combined them to make a level 10, I think is what I want. A level 3, I mean, with 10 of them, because then you get 3 damage. If you can push to level 4, then you get Cripple, which is a great spell to have. But I think level 3 is just good enough for Silver League. If you don't have that, just a level 2 gets the extra HP, or just the level 1 is good enough. If you don't have $4 to spend on a Mistress, a worse version is the Jin. So the reason I say it's a worse version is that you get a better ability in Strengthen, but you have 1 extra mana cost, and then it's 226. And then the dice version is 226, but it's 1 less, and then you get Oppress. So it's whether you appreciate the Oppress over... I think the other ability is better, but for 1 mana less, this is much better. So I bought a whole bunch of her. I thought she was a good buy. I sold some more Albatrosses. I sold some... These are just like I said. So in the Conner Man, if you didn't know, the cards that I've got left here are all just extra spares, and then some of the Chaos that I've opened. But if I take away the Chaos and I just show you what's inside, it's literally just all of my spare Reward, Untamed, and Dice cards that I didn't put in my deck, or that my deck already has. So I just haven't really decided what to do with these. So at the moment I'm just slowly selling them off, or I'm trading for cards that I don't have in my main deck. Yeah. So I'm just selling some extra Flying Sparks. Sold some more Unicorns. This was a big sell. I sold my Seaweed. I gave this guy a really good price because he actually DM'd me and asked to sell it cheaper on the market, and I said sure. But it's a great card. Like, it's one of my favorite cards. Quite sad to let it go, but I know that the guy will use it well. I'm still selling a level 4 and a level 2, and then I've got a whole bunch of level 1s still. And then I think I've got a level 5 or a level 6 on my main deck. Sold some more Fire Sparks. I don't know if this was actually a good sell, but I sold my Quids. not that much. I sold a few just to get 5,000 DC. I sold my Vera for 22 bucks. Quite happy about that. Oh, this was a great one. So this was a good buy. I remember this buy. So if you go to... this is a classic case of... You know how I do say to you guys sometimes that you can get gold foil cards cheaper than leveled up cards? If you click on a Zebra Shark, which is a dice card, and you go to level 4, is it level 4 or level 5? No, level 5. So if you go to a shark and you look for a level 5, there's no level 5s available, but roughly to get a level 5 you need to get 25, which is basically 2 level 4s combined. So in this case it would be 27, and then yeah, it's a bit tricky, but maybe you'd buy this. Maybe you'd buy 56 to get 21, and then you might buy the next cheapest 3, which is 8, so that's 64 plus 1 extra, 67 roundabout for a level 5. If you were to buy a gold foil one right now, for a level 4 you pay 51. So for a level 4 here you pay 27, so that there's a big difference between these ones. But what this person was doing is that they had 2 of them combined, and instead of selling for 116, they sold 2 of them combined, which is the level 5, for only 60 bucks. So it was 30 bucks a piece. So to me it was a no-brainer. Yes, I'm paying a lot of money. I paid $30 per BXC, but that's literally nearly 50% discount on the lowest price right now. And then more importantly, to get a level 5 gives me that extra 1 damage, which is the very crucial level up that you need. So I straight away bought this card. I think that was a great buy. I think I can confidently sell it for about 80. So plus minus 25 to 33. I don't know how would you calculate this? Because if I sold it now for $80, it would be $20 more than what I paid, which is 33% of what I paid, or 80%, $80, $20 out of $80 is 25%. So would I say 25% profit, or would I say 33% profit? Let me know in the comments down below. Yep, I sold a Naga Windmaster. I've still got some, I still own the card. It's a cool card to have as it's anti-air. Yeah, not much more to say about that. I sold it, was a level 6 for 56. So I think if you look at the market right now, it was a good price for the guy to buy it at. But it is a card that's very hit or miss. I sold a whole bunch of Flame Ants. Some guy clearly wanted them. Oh, I bought a Cthulhu. So, as I said, I'm not just buying cards to flip right now. I am also trying to fill out my deck. And some of these cards are great. So, I was watching Cthulhu was always about $50 to $54 for the last 2 weeks. So when a guy listed it at below $50, I straight away bought it. Yeah, I like the card. I sent it to my deck. It's got the 1 speed, which I don't like, but Cripple Magic, great tank, great for those 99 mana games, and just a great position 2 or position 3 tank. And then I sold some of my extra Sea Genies, in fact. If you guys remember, this Sea Genie I bought in one of the last episodes. I bought it for $3 and I sold it just for $5. This is just an example to show you guys how easy it is to flip cards at a low price. If you buy it on Peak Monsters or Monster Market, you can get a discount. But, let's go here, go C. And then we go to Sea Genie. If you were to buy a level 3 one right now, you can't. They're all sold out. A level 3 now is $8, so I might have even, okay, $7.25. I might have sold it too soon, but we only paid $3 for it, so to me it was a good buy. In terms of the farm, so the farm is going to be white just to keep it simple. So, really? No, okay. So the farm, these, I don't know how I feel about this, but you guys can let me know what you think. Basically, for the last 2 days, or for the last week, I've been desperately trying to sell 2 cards. The first one was my Mimosa, and the second one was my Ember Storm. And I eventually gave up, and I just sold them to the highest bids. For you guys that don't know how bids work, if you go to buy and then you were to go to summoners, legendaries, these are the numbers. So this is peak monsters and this is how it works. You can make a bid if you want. So you can see right here that the highest bid value, so somebody will, if you list a Camille Sunglazer at $44.3, the bid will automatically trigger and you'll straight away sell it. If you sell a, so then what market value is the last price that somebody purchased it at. So it's normally between bid and the lowest ask. So then low buy is $64.7. That's for an individual card. The one per BXC is for a combined one. So right now you can see that because they're the same, you know that it's level 1. That's the cheapest one in the market. Where if you look at like something like Chances, the cheapest level 1's 164, and then the cheapest per BXC is 114. So if you were to click on that, you can tell that it's a level 11 going for 114, but the cheapest level 1 is the 168. And I just want to, so I just want to like vent for a second. So I sold my Mimosa at $200, so I don't regret it. The Pablo Ember Storm is a bit low, but I was at 250 for a long time, and then I saw 205 and I just took it. I just decided that I'd rather have the DEC than the Paldo. But basically, there is a bot when you try and trade high level legendaries and try and trade cards, and it's this card here, this account here, A04. What this account does is when you list when the cheapest person lists a card, it automatically updates and it just beats you by 0.01, and it does this all the time. So if you look here, A04 is the cheapest Mimosa. It will be the cheapest Chances as well, A04, and it always will just beat you by 0.01. And it's also like probably like the little swimmer. No, so look, I guarantee you this because his is combined. There's 2 here. It only will beat you at the 0.1, but once again, it will beat this guy. And it's honestly so frustrating. Look at this. He's there as well. So what happens is that this person, so the lunar system, or the lunacy system, is trying to compete with Stu. So he dropped the price by $26 in order to be competitive. And then this bot would have been at 401 or 400.9. But because the lunacy system came in, it then dropped as well. So if you guys are trying to buy high level cards, do me a favor, just pay the extra 0.01. Don't buy from A04. It's such an annoying bot to deal with, because what will happen is if the lunacy system remove their listing, A04 won't stay at this price. It will straight away update to be at 400. Like it's such a, it's a very annoying bot to deal with. It should be here as well. No, it doesn't have any of the old beta cards, but I'd imagine it's also by Llama. There it is. It's a really efficient smart bot, but it's very frustrating if you're a trader. So I highly recommend, if you guys are buying these cards and you see A004, just boycott the card. Like, just boycott this bot. Don't support it. This is me actually. So I'm there at 0. Okay, so I was there at 170. Some other guy came in at 608. This guy's now come in, classic, just to snipe. So if you see this, don't buy from A04, just buy from Sogai, in my opinion. But this was only what I've been buying. I have done a whole bunch of gifts and trades. Let's do some let's talk about some trades that I've done. My Explorer. Okay, so let's not go 10 days ago. Let's go to oh, this was a failed trade. Yeah, this guy nearly scammed me actually. Not Warren. Warren TX, very good guy. He's a moderator. He was just the middleman. But I was trading with a guy who I'm not going to disclose in case he wasn't trying to scam me, but he was doing some very fishy stuff. And eventually we just cancelled the trade and Warren sent me back the cards because yeah, there were too many red flags at that point. Other trades I did, this was to the Connerman, so I sent so I sent cards from SL Guides to the farm. So these are just some of the untamed epics that I'm storing for later because I think they would be a good value much later on. This was to the Connerman, so this is to my deck. I'm sending a spider. So remember I bought a whole bunch of Triceratops. I sent back individual ones because it's much more efficient to sell level 1s and level 2s. And then I would send back, I sent back a level 5. Okay, so I sent back a level 5, I took a level 6, I sent back level 2s and level 1s, and then I would send back a level 4. I sent back a unicorn. I would send back a level 1, and then I sent back level 1, and then I would I would keep level 4s. So these are all just level 1s, level 2. So I would have sent a level 3, level 1s, level 1. Sorry guys, this is just me doing my stuff. So SL Guides to the Farm, as I said, this is the DEC stuff. These are just my dice epics that I believe that there's some good value to be had. I crafted some level 2s and I sent it to the farm to rent out. I crafted a level 4 and I sent it to the farm to rent out. Okay, Turkleton, what we did here is, this was him, we send a common card to each other. This is just to confirm that the accounts are correct. So he would send me a card, I'd send it back, and that's just to be like, hey, this is my account, confirm it's your account before you send over a very expensive card. He sent me a level 3 Cthulhu. I think I sold it the exact same day, to be honest. Oh, I did another trade with Chenille. This was actually quite a cool one. So I bought this card from him for like $190 or $200. And then this is a different trade. So he wanted all of my Bortus and a Lensmaster. Guys, Lensmaster, don't sleep on it. Great card when you combine it with General Sloan. It's a level 1, 2 damage, 1 HP card. And then the Bortus, never sleep on that. That's a great card as well. But this trade was 13 Bortuses and a Lensmaster. And he gave me some Axes. So I kind of said to myself I wouldn't buy any more Axes. But he was very keen. And he's a really good guy and a good trader. So I was happy to trade him some cards for Axie stuff. But yeah, what I did is, as you can see, I bought a Cthulhu from Turtleton, and then I sold it later that day for a little bit of a profit, which was cool. Once again, just doing the common cards just to prove that it's safe. Sold the level 3, and then, as you know, I went and I would have bought a level 1, just because I don't really need a level 3. Ideally, I want a level 2 Cthulhu. In terms of peak monsters, let's go to gift cards. Let's refresh. What else do we do? So, got a whole bunch of cards from SL Guides in the farm. We did a trade to Zerv. I can't remember what this was for, but he wanted these legendaries. He would have sent me cash. But we traded away these 2 legendaries. Sorry, I can't remember what they're for. It was 10 days ago. And then I also traded away 2 Poseidons for pretty much market price. Poseidon is a great card to get, but if you do want a Poseidon, you kind of have to buy a level 2 because you want it to have Blast, because then it's just so good. It's basically your backline archer, and then it's got shield, which just helps. Sorry. Yeah, it's got shield, which helps against anything bad. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. That's what I've been buying and trading recently. Let me know what your moves have been. Catch you guys in the next video. Let's do a giveaway. If you comment, I don't know, let's go Poseidon. Tell you what, just comment Poseidon, the water elemental, or Poseidon, the king of the sea, or something along those lines. Just type in Poseidon and your in-game name, and the winner will get a pack in the next video. So please like and subscribe and let me know in the comments what you want me to do next. And if you're a new player, please use the promo code and I will happily send you the $0.5 back to you. It just lets me know that people are watching and using the promo, and I'm helping new players join the community. Also, if you find me on the Discord, just pop me a message. I'll happily delegate any of the new players some power